45, 50 minutes. With the hydrogen cell, it's 1.5 hours battery.
Yeah, so I was involved in that. It's my second life. So we did design, build, not manufacture. Manufacturing was an issue because workshops were closed.
The program. But all of these things, they can either be controlled by a phone or a tablet or a ground station, or if you need lots of buttons and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so what's your name firstly?
It's Ryan Kempley and I'm the CEO and founder.
Okay, so what is it that you do?
Yeah, so we're manufacturers of unmanned aerial systems, pretty cutting edge in terms of how we do the data flow on the aircraft. We have onboard computing, onboard AI, so that we run these as multimodal systems, which means that our aircraft can take multiple sensors at the same time, and then the data can be filtered and presented to the user in an easy to understand way. So we manufacture the aircraft, we integrate all the computers, we use off-the-shelf sensors, and then we do it so that the person who's operating it can have an easier and nicer, low-burden experience to operate them. It's not complicated, and they don't have to wait until the thing lands to get the data. They can see the data as they're flying.
So what kind of individuals will purchase these drones?
Yeah, today typically it's primes, so you know, the big defence companies, oil and gas companies, service companies, utility companies. 50% of our work is defence, 50% is energy. And of those, it's the MOD, Army, Navy, stuff like that. But we also do sell these to, you know, small entities. It can be thermal inspection. It can be people who are doing agriculture, farmers, stuff like that.
So from the defence perspective, how does that work?
Yeah, it's very different in terms of sales. We'll either apply to tenders, so they'll put out a requirement and a need and you apply for it, and if you get selected then they'll do a contract and you sell. Or there's frameworks where they try the technology or fund the technology, or there's competitions where they'll do R&D grant funding to produce a technology, see if it works, and then put it into service. So it's very complicated. It takes a long time.
So how long, going back to yourself, so tell me a little bit about yourself. I don't know, how long you've been doing this, what got you into this in the first place?
Yeah, so I've been in the drone industry now 10 years, 11 years. I originally did physics, then a physics PhD. I was all ready for an academic career, but then decided, well, I was doing a hobby, which was remote control helicopters. Did a website that became quite popular, then got picked up by a drone company to do their repairs. This was while I was finishing my PhD. And then from that, I took a tangent and decided to set up my own company with drones. But because I like science and the data and the AI, I decided that it's not about TV and film, it's about the data, it's about the sensors. And that's where ISS came from, to produce aircraft, to take the sensors, to do the complicated missions, rather than just optical filming and stuff like that.
So where do you see yourself in the next 10 years with this?
It's a good question. Definitely in terms of what we're producing, they're going to be fully hydrogen powered, I believe. I mean, we already have aircraft that are running on hydrogen.
Yeah, I heard you speaking a little bit about the different batteries. I'm assuming you're not using battery in these ones,
well, no, they're all modular, so they'll either be battery powered or hydrogen powered.
So explain the hydrogen.
Yeah, so the batteries on a sensor say will give you maybe 30, 40 minutes of flight time. With the hydrogen fuel cell, that can get you to 1.5, 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours with an experimental tank. That's gaseous hydrogen at 400 bar. It's not combustion, it's a fuel cell that then turns the gas into electricity. And because hydrogen is such an energy-dense material, you can get a massive flight time out of it.
So is it easy to get hold of hydrogen then?
Yeah, logistics of it have slowed down the uptake a bit, but if you get an account with BOC or Air Products, you can get cylinders next day, and then you've got your filling options after that. But there are options that are emerging now for your self-generation of hydrogen.
And do you feel that hydrogen is the future?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely the best energy storage medium, especially when you consider it against lithium and the amount of lithium there is, and the mining of lithium and the environmental consequences. Hydrogen has the option to be completely green, as long as some people misquote the fact of saying that hydrogen is a green technology. It's green at the point of use while you're flying it, but it depends how you've generated the hydrogen in the first place. And if you're generating hydrogen from electricity and water, if that electricity has been generated from coal or gas, then it's not green. However, if you were to generate hydrogen from nuclear power or wind or that, then it's a completely green chain. You're not mining lithium, you're just generating hydrogen naturally. There's no byproducts that come out of it. So yeah, and I think in order to sort of fleet the entire world with batteries and electric cars, I think there's literally not enough lithium and cobalt and copper on the planet to support that. Whereas hydrogen, if you generate it yourself, yeah. So I think it'll be the future for drones, definitely.
And is it something you see yourself investing in? Hydrogen?
As in, way?
It's something that you're always going to need if you're going to continuously keep investing in drone.
No, we already are. So we don't manufacture. But
I'm actually talking about, probably, I don't know, the end product of hydrogen.
Well, we already use the hydrogen fuel cells for power generation, but we don't really. That would be as far as we go, I think. Yeah, we wouldn't be using anything else. But we're already investing in it, so we've been a development partner to produce the 2.4 kilowatt fuel cell, giving feedback and getting early access to them. And we've done a lot of work ourselves to convert our platforms to be able to use hydrogen. So that's our investment to it, I think.
So my last question to you, how much is it going to cost me to get the most high-tech one here?
That's something I can't say on camera or phone or recording. Yeah, no, because it's as long as a piece of string, and typically a sensor can cost more than the entire aircraft.
So can someone like myself come to you and build an aircraft to my design?
Yeah, someone can come and whether we do it or not, it depends on the commercials.
But then it all depends on the pricing.
So we're set up to completely manufacture from scratch aircraft, and that's how we started. And typically in the past, we've gone from someone having an idea to having designed, built, tested, and gone into the field in another country with it. We've done that in 6-8 weeks or more.
6 to 8 weeks?
6 to 8 weeks to design, manufacture, test, and deploy an aircraft from scratch that didn't exist before in the first place. So we can do it quickly.
Yeah.
If the money is there.
Yeah. So, and that's the continuous problem, isn't it? Getting the investors, isn't it?
Yeah. Although we have got investment recently, so that's helping us grow.
Yeah. Very important. Well, thank you very much for your time today. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
So then you can use the battery. Except the main drive. Main drive, come through the belt. Oh, the belt. Right. That was a shaft. The mostly balanced shaft. It's all the way through there. Also then that can be driven by the electric engine at the back. So we usually start with the electric engine up the street and then
Oh, there's an electric engine.
There's an electric engine at the back. This one, you don't have it.
Yeah, we did it about almost 30 years. I hide out around the hat.
I was at a shop which, it's a piece of road, so very long